and was able to participate in planning of the Irvine residents' own general plan. I went on to spend 8 years on the city council, and I'm back on the planning commission. So in all, I have 8 years of experience on the city council and almost 20 years experience on the planning commission. So I do know this city. In fact, I am not going to focus on the history of the city, but rather on moving forward. And that's where I am today as I challenge the mayor for the city position of mayor of Irvine. I want to look forward. I want to make sure that the building that we have approved in the city is balanced. We want to balance the new development with the infrastructure of the city, meaning the capacity of our roads and our intersections. It should be balanced with the school capacity, our classrooms. It should be balanced with our services. And since the recession, when our city engineers have seen a major drop in traffic, now that the economy has picked up, our roads are overcrowded. And so now is the time to say, let's take a breather. Let's look at the way in which we are balancing any new growth and development. And it became evident in the last 2 years that we have to look at the way in which the city grows. And I promise and I pledge that I will look at this in a very professional way in the future. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Melissa Fox, and I'm running for Irvine City Council. Well, I first came to Irvine in 1984 when I was a freshman at University of California, Irvine at the age of 16. I then transferred to Brandeis University back east, and I finished my education at law school at Tulane School of Law. I came back to the University of California, Irvine, and lived on campus at Adobe Circle, when my husband was getting the first doctorate from the School of Arts in theater. And then at that time, I've been practicing law here in Orange County in the Irvine area for more than 20 years. I'm a business attorney and I specialize in fraud recovery. I'm a mother of a high school junior who attends Beckman High School. We live in North Park Square. This race is a very interesting race, and then it's very divided in the positions in which people are coming to council and to the mayor's race. And it's very crucial for the future of Irvine. In this race, I have a vision for what Irvine can be. A vision that is not solely focused around automotive transportation, but also builds infrastructure, in particular for active transportation like biking and walking. We have over 334 miles of off-road and on-road biking trails that need to be connected. I have a vision that includes alternative transportation. I also want to increase our reliance on solar energy. We have formerly been a silver lead city. We need to be platinum. We need to be leading the way, just like UC Irvine and also our neighbors at Huntington Beach. We need to shoot for platinum lead status in solar. In water conservation, we need to do more with management of our landscaping water. These are the things that I want to bring for the future of Irvine. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next candidate, please.
Gosh, I have such a big mouth. I don't know if you're going to hear me. Good afternoon. I'm very, very happy to be here. This afternoon, I come before you as a voice of change. The time to build relationships with our community is now, with you guys. Some of you are going to become our new leaders. You will lead our legislators, senators, and Congress members by promoting issues important to you as graduates. Ask them to change, adapt, grow, or move them out. Irvine's distinction as America's safest city, a great community for families, will be strengthened through the continued visionary planning and strong law enforcement programs and investment in our first-class education. As mayor, I will continue to support and expand the city's unprecedented financial assistance to local schools to offset the shortcomings in the state and federal education dollars. If I have to lobby, I'll do so. Fostering growth within our community in science, engineering, math, new technology will help Irvine build a new and bright future for our children in our city. I do have a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, 2 years of law school. So I know what it's like to make a payroll. I worked with an entrepreneurial company for 20 years. So it is very important to maintain your budget. I'm also a mom of a graduate student, and she's recently has received her white coat. She's a biological scientist. She's a published author and on gene therapy. She takes her time researching to do work for our veterans overseas to help make their bones grow. And please look her up on Google Scholar. Her name is Brittany Nelson. So your education is as important to me as it was for me, for my daughter. Thank you.
Thank you. Next candidate, please.
Hi, I'm Stephen Choi, Mayor of Irvine. Good to be back to UCI campus as now as your mayor. Before I was a teaching faculty here on the campus. I want to call it the campus on the paradise. Some people call our city as next to paradise or near paradise. It has been my honor to serve as your mayor, and now I am seeking your vote for re-election. As mayor, I have instituted many reforms, and we've made great progress. This resulted in more than $3 billion in estimated positive economic impact for the next 30 years. One of them that may be of a great interest to you would be that I have initiated the startup company incubator right here on your campus at the UCI Research Park. If your bright ideas are selected, we'll give you the free office space, free consulting, and hopefully connect you to a capital funder. This program is called as Irvine Startup Incubator, run by EvoNexus under the sponsorship of the Irvine Company. This is part of the activities to lead the city of Irvine as the future tech valley of the future. Public safety, prudent fiscal management, a commitment to Irvine's master plan with the healthy environment, excellent schools, and continuing our extensive programs and services for seniors, children, and disabled remain as top priorities. During my next term, I will continue to focus on these priorities.
Thank you very much. We're going to have to keep
Thank
the introductions to 2 minutes. Next candidate, please.
What's up, UCI? I'm Evan Shemmers. I'm running for Irvine City Council. And I want to thank the Student Government Affairs organization for putting this forum on. And I want to start with the most important sentence I'm going to say this afternoon, which is, please vote for me, Evan Shemmers, for City Council. And let me tell you who I am. I'm originally from South Orange County. I never left. I started working at the age of 11, delivering newspapers for the Orange County Register for 3 years. And at the age of 18, I started working in the industrial packaging supply industry. And 3 years ago, I started my own packaging company. In 2010, I was elected to Irvine's Quail Hill Board of Directors and voted board president by my colleagues. In the 4 years that I was on that board, we stopped wasteful spending. We dramatically improved services and lowered homeowner assessments 3 times in 3 years. We also doubled our HOA reserves from 4 million to 8 million. And these things are really unheard of. They don't happen, and they don't happen by accident. Fortunately, we had a board in place that wanted to get things done. In 2011, I was elected to the Turtle Ridge HOA Board of Directors, where I ended the practice of non-competitive bid contracts for vendor services. And at the beginning of this council campaign, I made a public pledge to knock on 10,000 doors by Election Day. And as of yesterday evening, I've been to around 8,500 doors. So it's been in the 80s or 90s just about every single day. It's very hard. I'm glad it's almost done, but it's been very rewarding. And
Thank you.
that's it. Thanks, Heather.
Thank you. My name is Larry Agrin. I'm currently a city council member in the city of Irvine. I'm a California kid, a Southern California kid. I went to public schools, met my wife in public school, and was able to fortunately go to the University of California at Los Angeles, and then graduated from UC Berkeley. UC Berkeley in the 1960s, when fees were about $300 a year, different from what they are now. After that, my wife and I, we were then married, and we went back east, she to graduate school and I to law school at Harvard. Following that, I became legal counsel with the State Senate Health and Welfare Committee in Sacramento, writing important legislation. It was because my wife was accepted to UCI's medical school that we came to Orange County, California.